Welcome back to the channel, guys. Glad to have you as always. And today we got another awesome review of the new E-Series by Bad Boy. Stay tuned. All right, guys, today we are going over the all-new E-Series by Bad Boy Mowers. So if you guys are familiar with the channel, you've seen our videos on the ZT Elite, the zero turns, the push mowers, the stand-ups, all that line of equipment. Well, they've came out with an all-new E-Series power tool. So you guys have I believe it's a string trimmer, a push mower, a backpack blower, a handheld blower, and then also this 10-foot pole saw. So we're going to put this thing to the test today, show you guys some real-world applications on our neighbors, which is my grandmother, and we're going to trim up her yard and some problem bushes. So instead of hiring a tree guy, guys, really think about investing in this. Get your own projects done on your own time. And let's get right to it. All right, guys, so some of the features on the new Bad Boy brushless 10-foot pole saw here. I've got it straight off the Bad Boy website. You're going to get one 2-amp-hour battery, 2-amp-hour charger. They say it's about a 60-minute charge time. In my experience, it's more like 40, 35 minutes, something like that. It's not going to take all day. You got a brushless motor. You got a 10-inch bar, which is like a universal size. So if you ever run out of a chain or need a chain, I've already looked them up at Home Depot, Lowe's, your big box stores. Super affordable to change these out. Like we mentioned earlier, the 10-inch bar is a self-oiling mechanism, so you don't have to run around and make sure that thing's oiled up pre and post working with it. Just make sure the reservoir is full. This thing did not ship with bar and chain oil. I went to the big box store, about $8. You got a whole quart of it, plenty to last a long time. You got a little sight view there on the side of the motor, so you know when you're running low. Push button start, ultralight, automatic oiler, and the chain tensioner. So we already went over all that. Let's going to show you guys exactly how this thing cuts through some trees, so stay with us. This is the 2-amp-hour battery, guys. As you can see, the E-Series by Bad Boy, just a super robust construction. This thing's like the size of a, what would you say, Candace? What's this the size of? Like a small hard drive, basically. But this thing has got all the power in the battery bank that you're going to need to run this 10-inch bar. So if you're wondering when you go to work with this thing, you know, did I charge it? Is it, you know, how much did I use it last time? You hit this little E button here, and you can immediately see the 3 levels of charging here. So we are completely maxed out, and let's get this thing in the machine. Let's get to cutting. So obviously, the heart and soul of any chainsaw, you got metal on metal contact here with the bar and the chain. This is a brand new setup. So they include a self-oiling head on this pole saw. So you have the sight window here. We're about a quarter low from last time, which is kind of crazy. It doesn't use a whole lot, and it's something that you don't have to regulate yourself. As you use the saw, this is a self-oiling bar and chain combo in this head here. So you just undo your oil reservoir, super easy. Got a self-contained cap, and you can pick up any kind of bar and chain oil. This is just an Echo brand. Pick it up from Home Depot, Lowe's, $8, $6, depending on where you're at. I'm not gonna put a whole lot. This stuff is purple. I don't know if that's just the Echo brand, but get you some in here. I'm not going to take a whole lot, just trying to do this for demonstration purposes. Get your bar oil going. That's it. Try not to get this stuff all over you, it's kind of nasty. Alright, so you got the cap rolling. That's it. To check it, you just flip it around. Now we do have the 9-foot extension on this thing. You can hear how smooth that runs. So you never want to run this thing even out of the box. Make sure you have chain oil. #1 pro tip, bar and chain oil. Go get you some. Alright guys, so as you can see, this configuration of the pole saw, it's extremely tall. This is with the 3rd section added to it. It's got these super convenient electronic couplers here that, in my opinion, I think they're somewhat waterproof. Obviously, you don't want to run this in the rain. This pole saw is very durable. We've already slammed this up and down a couple times on the ground. So that's your head. You get that completely off. This is the extension piece. Super easy. You can do this by yourself, in the field, out of the field. There's your section. Take that off. It's a lot more maneuverable in my experience with this section on by itself with the battery. So you get a nice connection there, make sure it's connected. Lock her down. Now you got a little bit more maneuverable package in the pole saw to get stuff in your yard if you're not having to climb up and use a step ladder or something like that. Still runs good. Got a good connection. We're oiled up. We're ready to go. All right, guys, we're down here in the food plot area of the backyard that we kind of maintain for wildlife back here. So you've got this nasty looking tree that's kind of overhanging, kind of crowding up this other tree. This thing is good for maintenance, storm cleanup. It can take down pretty much the size of trees that this bar can handle. So what you'll see here, grab it from the top end, get it going, it bites right into the limb and drags it out. Super, super easy. Not a whole lot this thing can't accomplish. Unless you get it stuck like that one time we did that you guys won't see, but gonna keep on going. Get it from this side. Boom. Just like that. Use that chain, push this thing around. Gotta look after it, cameraman. So once you have it on the ground, like we said, storm cleanup, property cleanup, maintenance, you can still chop stuff on the ground, making your cleanup job that much easier. This thing literally powers through it. You can still get down here and you can still accomplish it with the pole saw. So you can see there, big stump, little stump, you're fine. Obviously you're not going to take down some giant trees with this thing, but property management, clearing trails, maintenance, this thing is right up your alley. All right, so next up we've got this big overhanging tree that's kind of shaded where I want to plant the food plot later on. So just like we're talking about property management, you can take this on your hunting property. You can trim up trails, you can trim up tree stands, shooting lanes. This thing is a lifesaver, especially the battery in this thing. So we've been using it for a little bit now, and you can see here, pressing the battery compartment, what's it showing? So it's still full, and we've taken down 2 or 3 trees already. Some in the video, some not. But this thing is an absolute beast. You've got a big powerhouse of a battery. This big lithium-ion 80-volt battery power bank here. Charges up in about 45 minutes. Snap her in, you're ready to go. So we're going to take down this limb here that's been plaguing us on this property. So we're going to get it going. Easy peasy. So instead of mixing up chemicals, coming through here, did the hack and spray type deal on property, getting these little bitty saplings out of the way. No chemicals, nothing in the environment that you didn't want to be, just pure battery power, 80 volts, bad boy. It's getting it done. obviously its intended purpose is to reach up and trim limbs, trees, shrubbery, whatever you got. All right, guys, there you have it. Just a quick, short video on the brand new 80-volt pole saw from Bad Boy, a part of their all-new E-Series line. This thing is an absolute workhorse. You don't have to baby it. Just add bar and chain oil, charge a battery, hit the woods. You guys go check them out, badboymowers.com. Mow with an attitude. I think they sell these at TSC or Tractor Supply stores as well. But built to last, made to make your chore day a lot easier, and you don't have to baby it. So guys, check us out on the next video. Go follow the podcast. Go check out Bad Boy line of E-Series. And as always, we'll catch you on the next one.